Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? To everybody who gets on soon or early, we're going to get ready to get started. And we're going to be answering questions. We're going to be doing that awesome Q8 giveaway. So, we're just going to watch some WWE in the background in the meantime. For anybody who's watching the live stream after this initial airing, we are definitely giving away a Q8. So, you're just going to have to wait until a little later for that to happen, but we are going to get that going. I want to say what's up to everybody who signed in today, what is going on, what's happening Starfire, what's happening Chino316, what's going on, guys? Been so busy today, very busy day. I'm so sorry that we had to start a little later than expected, but we are going to be getting this kicking off. I'm going to try to wait till everybody's in the live stream before I do the giveaway, because I would sure as heck hate to announce the giveaway and then the person or people, you know, who end up winning, you know, whatever I have planned today, you know, I would hate for people not to be present for that, so I do want to wait a little bit on that. But how's everybody doing? I see a lot of what's up coming in. What's going on, guys? I appreciate all the support this week. It's been pretty fantastic. We've been having a great week, a lot of fun with you guys. I just want to let everybody in the chat now know, you know, ahead of time, there also is a runner-up prize. I'm just going to throw that out there. So it's not big, but, you know, just because I felt bad, like, you know, that only one person gets to win, so there will be a runner-up prize. So, again, maybe somebody wants it, maybe somebody doesn't want it. I don't know, but I'm going to offer it anyway, and we'll see how it works out. But we will do the giveaway for the Q8 a little later on. So feel free to ask me any questions you guys have in the meantime. Literally just got in through the door. For anybody wondering why the live stream is starting so late today, we're starting a little bit later today because you won't believe it. It's the most unbelievable thing in the world. Wife wanted groceries. Yeah, you heard it right. Wife wanted groceries. So, you know, it's dark outside where I'm at right now. It's like pitch black. So there's no way I'm going to let my wife go to the store by herself in these times. So obviously I'm going to go with her. So I do apologize for it being held up, but you guys know, happy life with my happy wife. So let's get to answering some questions here, and we're going to have some fun. All right. I got a lot of messages coming in. We've got, I can't even keep up with them, to be honest with you. There's a lot of them. It's pretty cool seeing you guys show up today, so I appreciate that. What's going on? Alfredo, you said, man, looking for a cheap, good budget TV. Budget is tight. I'm thinking about the TCL 6 series. And you said you're scared people. You've seen people having problems with it. Yeah, that's one of the things with these TCL televisions that I just don't understand. Like, you know, even now, just so you guys know, like, I just not too long ago came back from Best Ban. For those of you that want to know what Best Ban is Best Buy, but I call them Best Ban. I actually just came back from just looking around in Best Ban, you know, because I just do that from time to time when I'm bored or whatever after doing, you know, before doing groceries, actually, because you still have to wait because traffic and all that other stuff. And then you go and you do other errands and all this other nonsense. And then obviously I have to pick up my, you know, secret reward for you guys, you know, who do show up to the channel. I do have a second runner-up gift, so I was in Best Ban breaking my rules. But, you know, I did want to get back to you guys a little bit more. So I did get a little something. Hopefully you guys like it. I mean, again, it's nothing huge, but I did have a runner-up gift, and I still do. So, but long story short, I saw a lot of TCLs being returned. And even crazier, when I go on Amazon and I'm looking in, like, the reviews, so many people are returning all of these Best Buys. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. So definitely be careful with the TCL R617. That definitely, it's not a bad TV if you get a good panel, but again, you are going to have to go through probably a couple trials. And if you're going to a place like Best Ban, which I don't recommend you do, because they will ban you and then shadow ban your family, like sly as hell too. So just be careful with that. I mean, I would recommend trying to buy it from somebody else, because, yeah, you don't want any problems with that. What's going on? Eyes open. You said hot ticket night. That is exactly right. Tonight is the night. It's been so hard, you know, when I plan these things out and I finally figure out how I want to do it. I actually ended up, for those wondering, I went with the cup idea. I think that's, you know, the typical, you know, maybe I'm old school. I like the names in the cup. You swirl the cup around, spin it around, you get a name out, and there you go. You know, I don't know. I just think that it's so honest. I had a couple guys trying to send me links to, like, source websites that would, like, do it for me and, like, pick my winner for me. I don't know why, but I just had, like, such a stigma about that. I just was not okay with that. I was like, A, I don't know these companies. I don't know if they're going to be honest. I don't trust anybody but myself to do it honestly. So you know what? I'm going to pick my own winner. You know, and so ultimately it was one of these things where I ended up just choosing my cup idea because I know at least if I put names in a cup, the only thing coming out of that cup is the names I pick. You know, so that's the thing. You know, I don't want any nonsense happening with these sites. So, and then what if it crashes and glitches? And yeah, it would be bad night. Very bad night. I see you, Carlos, man. A big shout out to Carlos. First donation of the night. $10 donation. I really appreciate that, man. As all you guys know, I am completely funded by you guys and whatever the channel itself generates to keep this content going. So thank you so much, Carlos. That does go a long way into helping, again, even nights like this, where we're giving away Q8s or whatever we do. Those donations go right back into the community, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. We've got more questions coming in. I mean, there are a lot of questions coming in, so do be patient because this is like a lot. Like, you can't see it on my end, but it's like literally just like every second there's like somebody asking a question, saying something. Not a bad thing. I just, you know, have to keep up with it to try to answer some of your questions. So just be patient if I'm getting slow to answer some of you guys' questions. And if I don't see you and I don't answer your question, I'm really not ignoring you. I really do have like a lot of questions on my end. So just make sure to ask it again and I'll definitely see it. And also for some of you guys that are in the chat, I know some people might come on a little later. If some people do come on later and I've already like answered something, like just so we can move things along, if you guys could kind of help them out a little bit and help me out by answering some of that stuff for them, that would really help move things along. I really do appreciate it. All right, so we've got Brand MSN. He said, can't be mad at that. We've got some Q8FN his king. That's so funny. Astrofield Prods. You said, how long did it or will it take you to calibrate the Q8FN? Well, I can safely say whoever wins tonight, I'm almost excited, just as excited I can imagine as you guys, to figure out who's going to win because it's been a very crazy week. So whoever ends up winning, I want to do it now, but I have to wait until I see more people, like, because I want to make sure like everybody is here, and then we're going to do it. But man, so excited. But anyway, I'm trying to like control myself. But yeah, it didn't take that long. It really just took like 48 hours. I warmed up the television for the first 24 hours, make sure it's okay. I tested it for defects. Nothing, perfect uniformity, fantastic, just like my panel. No issues whatsoever. Literally, like, really good. Actually ended up being a little better than my panel in some areas, so that's pretty good there. It had like a little less as far as like some DSC in some areas, so it looked a lot better for some things, so that was pretty good. And I say dirty screen effect because I have vertical banding, for those that are wondering, which I did talk about in the video, so I'm not like trying to pull wool over your eyes. And I know some people are calling it different things. I know like dirty screen effect can be like the corners in your screen or something, but you know, there are so many different ways that I can go about this. But essentially, I'm just really excited, and I'm just having fun just answering all you guys' questions and stuff like that. So it's hard to contain my excitement. Can you tell I'm pretty hyped right now? I'm pretty hyped. You know, I'm thinking I was gonna wait, but I might just do it a little early. So huge shout out to Jason. You said, how good is HDR on 4K movie? Which particular 4K movie did you have, man? And I could probably go about telling you. As far as movies and 4K HDR on the Q8FN, they're pretty legit. I haven't made a video on that yet, but I definitely will, because it's probably one of the better HDRs I've seen in a very long time. And I mean like in a really long time. A huge shout out to Ray Fisher. I appreciate, again, another donation, $10. You guys are just killing it tonight. Absolutely fantastic. You guys are hyped. I'm hyped. We're in a good mood, so let's do this. We're going to start our raffle. I hope everybody's here. I'm going to announce the winner now. I see a lot of you guys, positive energy. We're ready to get this going. Let's just do it. All right, so I'm going to get my little cup here. and I'm going to start digging around in my cup. I should have did this ahead of time, but I'm probably just going to look around and try to find the cup over here. Alright, so... Alright. I'm going to pick a name. Alright, and we're just going to move things around. Okay. Good luck to everybody. I mean, you guys should do the drum roll. Because, I mean, I don't even know what's going to come out of this here cup here right now. I'm kind of excited. Okay. Okay. Alright, drum roll please, ladies and gentlemen. And the winner of my first ever giveaway for a Q8FN. If that makes any sense. Alright, enough of the suspense. The winner, congratulations, James Bauman. I hope I said your name right. Congratulations, you are the winner of the QLED Q8FN. So, if anybody feels bad that they didn't win, don't feel bad, because again, we do still do giveaways from time to time. Again, a big congratulations to James. I would say do a round of applause, but I'm not really here to do a round of applause. So, you know, you did win. Just make sure you message me on Facebook, give me your details so I can ship that out to you. And I'll have it out to you literally the next day. I'll do it tomorrow morning before I go to work. And that's literally it. I mean, congratulations, you win, man. So, there we go. Now, I'm going to start the aftermath, because I know there's some people that might not be entirely happy about obviously not winning. So what I want to do is now go to and give you guys like it's a digital code. So what I'm going to do for this digital code, it's nothing special. It's not like a crazy new movie. But I did want to go ahead and pick up a second copy. I got, what was it? Ant-Man and the Wasp for some people, because I know some people were like requesting it and they didn't see it. So if you've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, then, I mean, I don't know. But what I'm going to do, the first person that wants it, I mean, it's yours. So when I say go, whoever wants Ant-Man and the Wasp, just say it. If you want it for your kid, or you want it for your relative, or it makes a good gift for the holidays, you know, the giving spirit, you know, whatever the case may be, guys. I mean, hell, I'm going to be giving it away. I see James is very excited here. You said, thank you so much, Quantum. You made my year. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm glad to have helped out and to have made your year. It really does feel awesome. And thank you guys in the comment section for supporting James. I mean, it's really great to see you guys get behind him like that. So, again, really, really awesome. Absolutely incredible to see you guys do that. Okay, so now I need to go down because I see some people saying they want it. I think the first person that says that they want it was, I think, Astrofield Prods to be exact. I think you said you wanted it, and you were the first person, and I said you said you wanted it. So I'm going to give you the digital code for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Just make sure that you come on over to the Facebook page, and you'll be the second winner, I suppose. And that's it. I mean, that's pretty much all I've got for right now for the giveaways. But don't be put off by that at all, guys. We're definitely going to be doing more giveaways in the future. We absolutely will. A huge shout out to James Bauman. I really hope I am saying that right. You got to let me know if I'm saying that right. You said Merry Christmas. God bless you, man. I appreciate your donation. It does continue helping us fund things like this. So I think it's still really cool. Like, you know, you got yourself a QLED, man. Congratulations. I really hope you enjoy it. And seriously, I really hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know how you like the calibrations and stuff that I put into that bad boy. Again, I'm going to send it off tomorrow. Get me on Facebook, and we're going to... we're just going to ship it out. And a huge shout out to Michael Barbone. I hope I said your name correctly as well. Donation of $14.99 to the channel, helping us continue these events and things of that nature. Again, thank you so much for that. You guys are really helping keep things not just honest, because I do that, you know, for you guys and for the community anyway, but I really do appreciate you guys just being a part of this community. It's a fun community that we have here. And I mean, I think it's so cool. I mean, like, usually I look up and I see a lot of people with hella subscribers. I mean, like, you're talking over 350,000. They don't do giveaways. They don't really care. You know, it doesn't take a lot to show you guys that I really do mean what I say. I do care about you guys. I will treat you like my family. I'll inspect the TVs I'm shipping to you for free by myself after I calibrate it. I mean, like, I'm going to go all out for you guys. And so to see you guys donate back into the channel, I really do appreciate that, because it really does mean a lot to me. This is kind of like a labor of love, this channel, for you guys, you know, and just in general. So I really do appreciate it, man. You guys are fantastic. So I know that you guys have some questions, and I know that it's been a very hectic week. I know we're approaching holidays really, really soon. I can't believe like 2018 is already almost over, and we're almost into 2019. I mean, it's the last month of the year. Like, it's incredible. So I wanted to end it on a high note. And we're going to answer questions. We're going to still keep having fun. And then even in 2019, we'll try to keep doing this. If you guys like giveaways like this, let me know. I'm going to try to keep them going. I'm obviously not Rockefeller, so I can't do them like super duper like close to one another, obviously. But I'll do them when I can, you know. Put my own money into it however I can, figure it out. I'll try to keep these things going as long as I can, you guys. So just let me know if you guys like it, and there'll be more of this in the future. A huge shout out to Mariano Pampa. He says, really kind of you, Quantum, on the giveaway. He's like, come on, hit that like button for his videos, or everyone for his videos. I appreciate that, man. It's a lot of, I'm having a lot of fun. I know you probably can tell because I'm enthusiastic as hell right now, but I mean, I'm giving away a QLED. I mean, I never really gave away something of such a high dollar amount before on the channel, so it's great to see the support behind it. Like, you guys are enjoying it, you guys are having fun with it, and I really am enjoying this. Like, this is fun for me genuinely, because we're all having fun here, so I really appreciate it. Let's see. We've got Ari J. Hoffman, what's up? You said, what's up, Quantum, how are you? Did you hear about LG doing a 21x9 with removable speakers? I haven't heard about that yet. You said you're getting excited about CES 2019. Awesome show, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about CES 2019. I haven't heard anything yet as far as, you know, what's going on in the world of, you know, LG and things of that nature. I don't always follow the news. Sometimes you guys will message me on Facebook and I'll be like, go snap, yeah, that's so-and-so, he's telling me so-and-so did this, and I'll try to put it out there for the rest of the community to know. But yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything about LG, but I am very excited to see what we get. I mean, how many of you guys out there are excited to see what we get, like, as far as like technology and things of that nature? I mean, it'd be interesting to see your thoughts. Like, me personally, if we don't have damn flying TVs in 2019, it's a problem. No, I'm just joking. But for real, though, we've got to see something. Something new has to happen. I think we've got to see something change in a big way for 2019. I think that'll be very good for us in terms of what we can expect out of future TVs, anyway. We have we have Derek. He said, who wouldn't like it? You'll be surprised. I mean, I had some really hateful messages for the giveaway for some people. Some people were like really not supportive of it. So it was just kind of like, it was a strange thing to me. I'm not gonna lie. It was like really strange. I was like, I'll give you a free QLED, dude. Like, I don't understand. Like, but there was definitely some really angry messages, and I think I'm not positive about any of this, but I seriously think that it was probably some people on some other AV channels that don't like that I'm doing this, that probably are trolling me a little bit more than they should. But that's all right. I mean, look, it is what it is. It's, you know, some people just aren't gonna like what they don't like. You know what I mean? But as long as you guys like it, that's all I'm concerned with. You know, you guys are my community, so, you know, ultimately it's for you guys. It's not for them, so they don't have to like it. You know what I mean? We're gonna have fun either way, and I do appreciate all the support that I've seen on this. Like, this has been pretty insane. Like, you guys are just showing out and just, you know. So yeah, definitely gonna try to do more of this stuff for sure. All right, let's see. James says, I'm so excited to see it. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for you to see it. I hope I didn't like make it look in a way you didn't, because I obviously wasn't consulting with you because it was completely at random, so I had no way of knowing who would get it, so I couldn't calibrate it to your liking. So I hope how I did it was cool. If not, just let me know. I'll try to help you change anything about the TV you don't like.
The following six-man contest.
And you said, Real is back too. You said, Quantum, how are you? He said, gonna get that Mortal Kombat 11 or Smash Bros. Ultimate. My man. Dude, I am seriously sitting here, like, with Smash Bros. Today. Haven't touched it, just got it. not even touching it, doing the live stream. Could you imagine the hype level that I have right now for you guys to have Smash Bros. Ultimate and just sit it right there and be like, oh, it's cool, I won't play you. I gotta talk to my guys. You know, so yeah, definitely, I got Smash Bros. Believe me, I'm gonna be playing the hell out of that tonight for sure. I'm gonna try to get my wife to play with me if I can get her, if I can convince her. You know, she's surprisingly good at these things too, man. Like, she'll be like mashing buttons, and I don't know what the hell she does, but then she turns into this, like, you know, MLG pro, like she's like insane out of nowhere, and you're like, I just got wrecked. And it was like button mashing wrecked. So I like that aspect about Smash Bros. Like, you just get wrecked, and it doesn't even matter. So yeah, and that Mortal Kombat 11, I'm not gonna lie, it had me hyped right up until I heard like the trailer music. The trailer music was not doing it for me. It did not go with the Mortal Kombat fighting sequence or scene that they picked. I didn't get it. It was strange. So not gonna rant about that or anything. But you know, I'm excited for the game. I want to see what they do with the game. I really hope they don't pull an Injustice 2 on us. That would suck. Where we have this like grind system and all that. That's not gonna be fun. Derek says micro LED. I don't know about micro LED. I hope we do see micro LED come down. Like, let's say like Samsung's new QLEDs this year are actually going to be like MLEDs, you know what I mean? And they're going to like start that flagship line. That'd be pretty cool. Now I have to throw this out there as well for everybody wondering. I am not sponsored by Samsung in any way, shape, or form, which is why I'm paying for the QLEDs and giving it away. Because I have seen that comment come through a couple times in like the channel through this week. I know, as I said a little while ago, I think it's from some AV, you know, enthusiasts that don't like what I'm doing here. But at the same time, I just wanted to verify. Anybody who is mildly confused as to if I support Samsung or not, to hell with Samsung, okay? They screwed up my KS8000. I never forgave them for that, and I reported on it honestly, and I still will. And if they mess up my Q8FN, I'm going to be right here knocking them around for it, so don't you guys worry about any of that. Hell, if anything, I think it's funny, like when I have my Sony X900E videos that I did last year, everybody was running around, oh, Sony sponsored him, there's no way. And then now it's Samsung. I don't think they know which one they want. Am I Sony sponsored or Samsung? I mean, really, pick one. So I thought that was pretty funny. What's going on, Christian PR? You said, I am, hope we have good and better features. I hear that, man. Sala, you said 8K. We've got Simon, I hope I don't say this wrong, Bautista, I hope I said that right. You said great videos with a lot of unbiased reviews to favor the average consumer to make the best decision when investing on their next TV. I appreciate that a lot. That is exactly what I try to do here. So the fact that it was able to reach you so well, I definitely appreciate the positive feedback, and we'll use that going forward for sure, my man. Way too slow, you said. Really bizarre. Yeah, I do think that is bizarre as well. We've got Polish Wonder. What's going on, man? You said QLED is the way to go. I think so, most definitely. James says, I was literally messaging him this morning. I have eyes open. You said we need some 12-bit showing for next year, and you said that would be awesome. Yeah, that would. I wish. I mean, that'd be pretty nice to see for sure with our own eyes, definitely. Christian PR, he said, Quantum people will always hate, but that's all right. Eventually, I got you. Eventually, more publicity. That's true. I mean, you know, hey, if they want to hate, let them hate. We've got E. Dickens. You said S&H. You have a lot of haters. Yeah, it happens. David Gonzalez. What's going on, man? You said QA. Do you think micro LED and HDMI 2.1 will be experienced at CES? No. I think HDMI 2.1 is like a pipe dream for maybe 2020. I don't think we'll see it this year. As far as micro LED, I definitely think we'll see another like prototype. I think this year, believe it or not, I think we're going to see a prototype from LG. I think they're going to show off their brand new micro LED and be like, look what we did. We can compete. And I think Sony might actually step to the plate. Sony's a little bit more unlikely. I think Samsung and LG are going to definitely square up with one another for sure with the micro LED position this year. What's going on, Winston? You said, gotta love those haters, Quantum. They are the best. Aren't they, though? And we've got we got positive feedback saying we like it. Okay, so feedback on the giveaways, you guys like them, so obviously we're going to continue them. And for those that are wondering, I haven't found any movies that I've liked recently, but for anybody who likes to get free digital codes and digital copies, I give that kind of stuff away regularly on the channel. And that's not just exclusive to loyal subscribers and people who've been subscribed for a long time. That's available to literally anybody. So anybody on the channel at some point in time has the ability to win a digital code of any sort. I think it's funny too, because I usually don't get very good reception from the digital codes. So the chances of someone winning them are far greater. You know, this time around we had like so many people a part of the giveaway, so it was definitely like your chances were pretty high. It was like 1 in a few thousand actually. So the odds were pretty high against whoever was winning. So the fact that we pulled James out over somebody else, it could have gone either way, honestly. So luck of the draw, I'd say, but we're gonna do more of these. All right, we've got. Extreme Man 85, what's going on? You said planning on getting a Samsung Q8FN tomorrow at Best Buy, and then you said based on the reviews, what everyone's been saying about it, I'm really interested in buying it. So yeah, I mean, go for it. I think it's great. What's going on, Victor Velasquez? You said I didn't win, but thanks, man. Love the channel. Hey, I appreciate it, man. No hard feelings. I mean, I can't control random. I have to be fair about it. Can't pick favorites, but I do appreciate all that support that you guys have. And Victor, I mean, you were amongst one of the first names I added. I mean, for those that want to know, I pick out names like I had like Crash, I had like Victor, Steve, Car, RL. I mean, like all the people that are here every single day. They show up, they participate. I mean, not naming people on purpose, but like there are a lot of people that I picked initially because again, it's just the participation and just showing up and just kind of hanging out with us every day and just building the channel up to what it is. Mariano, I mean, like all you guys were like amongst the first people. I mean, seriously, I could go on for hours and it would probably get annoying just naming people that I picked. But essentially, yeah, no, my I guess condolences, I guess. I feel bad when I can't give everybody something. I'm that guy, so I do feel bad about it, but don't worry. I say better luck next time, right? Fingers crossed. What's going on, Jason Bowie? What's up? You said, does the Q8 come with a, no, it doesn't come with a One Connect box. And that part of it at first, I'm not going to lie, it had me feeling like this is like kind of pointless compared to the Q9 or the Q7F, Q7FN. But the One Connect box was really big this year. I had this cubby set up for it, and it was so big it couldn't even fit in the cubby underneath my credenza, so I was like, you know what? I don't even need it. It's like a VCR. It's huge. The thing is absolutely humongous. And if you want to see the size of it, you can go on the Facebook photos, and for anyone in general wondering, if ever you want to see like photos of a particular television or something of that nature, just make sure that you go on the Facebook page, because they usually have albums for that kind of stuff, and then you'll be good to go. So,
back into the ring now. What an incredible suplex.
I got you.
He's in big trouble. You can see the
I'm just reading through the comments, guys, so just hang in there. I'm gonna keep reading through the comments.
What a rescue there. And that's a shot.
All right, so we've got Chevy made 1978. What's going on, man? You said I've been using your settings on my Q9FN and they're great. I appreciate that. That's fantastic. You said, would you recommend getting it calibrated? Absolutely. That will help with a lot of the color temperatures. Make sure colors are correct, especially for the gray balance, the grayscale, white balance, and all that stuff. You definitely want that if you can get it. And you said, any suggestions on calibrators in the Los Angeles area? Unfortunately not. But I do have a video to kind of help you get started on your own if you wanted to give that a go. It'd be a lot better than just the factory default calibration for sure. Attitude Era Kid 404, you said, how did you get background music from the game on the stream on the PS4? Honestly, I have no idea. I literally just just put the game in and let whatever happen happen. So I don't actually know how I did that. I know what you mean though. I think it's because I'm playing an older one. I'm playing the WWE 2K15 in here versus the newer ones that come out, because I know they mute a lot of the background music and all the other stuff. So I don't know what that's all about, but yeah. What's going on? Ralan, what's going on? You said, thank you for the info about the Q8FN. You're the best. I appreciate it. We have Real Clear Advisors. What's going on? You said, watching Santa Baby on my new Vizio P series. You said, getting in the holiday mood with Jenny McCartney and Quantum. That's funny. Well, I love seeing people get into the holiday spirit, so I'm glad to be here, a part of the holiday spirit for you, man. We've got Darian Brown. You said, I need the new Mortal Kombat 11. I definitely feel you there. ODB Legion. You said the music was terrible. I definitely agree there. We have Eyes Open. You said button mash always comes out on top. I hear you. We've got JDude89 1112. You said thank you, or you said thank you are the reason why I upgraded from my my 8000 to the Q8FN. You said you love the TV from the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro. I appreciate that. We've got Ramraj. What's going on, man? You said big companies will try to make TVs better because of your honesty and reviews. Great benefit. I definitely think so as well. I don't think it used to be as prevalent that people were mentioning things like burn-in on a regular basis on the larger channels, because I don't think anybody was holding them accountable. So I think not even just me, but even if you guys have like 100 subscribers on your channels, or you know, you just started a channel today, holding people accountable is important. If you tell them, look, I don't like what you're saying about this isn't right, hold them accountable for it. I think that's always good. So I appreciate that. And then we've got Charles King. He said, you all right? I appreciate that.
Here is your winner.
We've got Grand MSN1. You said, QA, appreciate the work you do. Thanks for exposing the shady side of the major corporations and being transparent about it. I appreciate that. I do the best that I can. Christian PR, you said, hey, Quantum, a little question here. What UHD Blu-ray is the best one in terms of capability for your Q8? And you said, I mean, one that Q8 will look the best. Funny story there. I find a lot of the Blu-rays that I purchase, they look really, really good with the Q8. In general, I haven't seen, honestly, anything yet that looks really bad on the Q8. It just hasn't happened. So I know there are some people that were having issues with you know, I guess grain on some issues, and some have excessive blooming. I say if you have excessive blooming, just run straight to the retailer and just get an exchange, because that's not normal. You're not supposed to be having all the defects in the world. So definitely want you guys to be mindful of that. So what I'm going to do now is just set up a little bit of a Legends match here, just have some fun before we get back into answering questions. So feel free to continue asking more questions, and I will provide as many answers as I possibly can before the night's end. And if you guys also have suggestions for giveaways, I would also appreciate, again, suggestions, because a lot of this channel does go off of recommendations and what you guys are looking for as well. So be interesting to see what you guys would like to see being given away on the channel, out of curiosity anyway. Alright, so let's do Undertaker 91. Alright, and we're gonna go pick an arena, a venue. Let's say we fight at, I don't know, I'm thinking between SummerSlam 91 and something like main event. I'll do SummerSlam 91 and call it a day. And there we go. Alright, so let's see, more questions. We've got Derek asks, what happened to your KS8000? Basically, Samsung on patch 1138 or something like that. No, 1169 is what it was. They put out a malware for the television that tripled the black levels, so the black levels weren't driving nearly as effectively as they were the day I got it. Because the day I got it, it was like a full array, and how deep black it performed, it was wonderful. And then after that patch, it was complete and total garbage. And I was like, really, Samsung, you did this to my TV? And of course, they would assume no responsibility for it at all, because of course, at that time, I was out of the warranty, because it'd been over a year at that time that they issued out that firmware. And so that's why I'm always so adamant about telling you guys, hey, listen, be very careful. Never, ever just do a patch, because it's not what you think it is. These people will try to trick you and say, hey, listen, I'm going to upgrade your TV. I'm going to give you the best version of your TV. And then you're going to get to it, and you're actually going to have been tricked. So be very careful with that, because that happened to me. Now, fortunately, after update, I think it was 12:30, they finally fixed what they did to the KS8000. But we're talking like that took like over a couple years for them to fix what they did. So you know what I mean? Like Samsung with them patches, I wouldn't trust them with that. They don't have the best track record with that, man. So be very careful with Samsung and their patches, just like Sony. Those two, sketchy as hell. I think really patches in general, though, just, I mean, if your TV's not fundamentally broken, don't do it. There's no need. We've got two more questions coming in. James says, thanks, man. And he has the bomb there. I appreciate that. We have John. You're asking auto updates, yes or no? Never. You don't want to be doing that. We got ODB Legion. You said love your honest. You said love your honest, man. You said it doesn't matter who makes it. You what's good, and that's all that matters. You said all these fanboys are the worst. I totally agree there. You said it's like the whole Chevy and Ford Dodge crap. I really do agree. Yeah, that's pretty much what TVs have become. They've become the new cars. You're so right. I didn't even really make that correlation, which is funny because my wife and I were kind of talking about it in our, off time or whatever, and it does seem like it's kind of tribalized, like dudes with a car is like, hey, well, I've got the Hemi. Oh, well, so what? Because I've got the V6 turbocharged, and I don't really care what you say about it because I'm the best, And that's the whole thing with these TVs. Everybody's kind of like super overly proud about it, and it's just a product that can break like the next one. So I don't think like people are being honest about that these days. So it's nice to see that even in today's world, there's still a good group of us that know that TVs shouldn't be tribalized and put on a pedestal, and they should just be watched. So I definitely appreciate that. Ray Fisher, what's going on, man? You said that is BS, and we all know. You tell it like it is. You said I see your name and I bust other asses for talking bad about your truth. I appreciate it. I mean, I wish I had 10,000 more like you, man, because it does get hard to try to police the stuff on your own when you see people that are literally like telling the craziest lies in the world. Like, literally there is no such thing as burning on a QLED, but literally I get comments, people saying, yeah, but your QLED will burn in just like OLED. I've never seen it. I've never heard of it. I saw one video on YouTube so far of some guy claiming to have QLED or QLED burning, and I couldn't see it. So I don't really know what that was all about, but I know a lot of people that do try to say weird things. So yeah, I do appreciate your support, Ray. Thank you. Christopher, what's going on, man? You said what's up? What's going on, brother? A big shout out to Adrian. Thank you for your donation to the channel, $14.99. Again, it goes a long way towards things like what we did tonight. So I do appreciate that. Again, I have to fund this channel myself. For those that don't know, I do appreciate the crowdfunding and being a part of the community and helping contribute. Because again, like, I'm not sponsored. I really just say it like it is. So it is great to see you guys show up and help the channel out. And I'll just put this stuff again into a pool for 2018. And just so you guys are wondering, I'm going to start putting this money aside as well, not only for the reviews, but also for like giveaways and things like that, to try to continue to push it forward. Of course, giveaways do take quite a long time to generate the amount of money for these really high-end TVs, but I will definitely try to keep that kind of stuff going. And I'll see what I can do in the future with that, but I definitely want to thank you, Adrian, for that. It does go a long, long way towards helping us. Thank you. And we have a question coming in from Jason Bowie. You said, when I get a chance to get Q8, could you give me some good settings? Absolutely. I've got you covered, man. Ray Fisher, you said, so for my father, how would the TCL 55 6 Series be for a gift for your dad? I think it could potentially be a bad gift because of the uniformity issues that are happening with the backlight. Occasionally, you'll get vertical banding. Not vertical banding, but like you see the individual LED lights. If you go on Amazon, there are tons of pictures of the issue where you can literally count the LED zones, and that's the problem with the TCL. It's a huge quality control issue that they've yet to fix, so I'd be very careful with gifting it to somebody. You'd have to check it first before you gift it if you wanted to do that, for sure. Let's see. We have Darian. You said Q8FN, Quantum Apotheosis. You should do a giveaway when it goes down in price in the future. Something to think about. Appreciate the feedback, most definitely. Imagine me in art. What's going on, man? You said best 49-inch TV for mostly movies. If it's mostly movies, the best TV right now is going to be the Q6FN. Even though some can experience some pretty ugly blacks, it's far better than what you're going to get on the other really big 49-inch competitor right now, which is the X900F. So the X900F has substantially terrible blooming, and you don't want to do that to yourself for movies. Because what happens is when there are bright scenes in your movies, it bleeds into your black bars dramatically, and you don't want that. Trust me, it's not good. So I hope I've helped answer that question there. All right. We've got more questions coming in. Let's see. We've got Cronus. I'm gonna try to say your name. I hope I don't butcher it. Cronusify. You're like you're. Well, I don't know if I'm able to say this over a live stream. YouTube might slap me with like whatever, but you were basically saying I'm loving the 80s Hulk. And you said, now I know you are true, bro. That's funny. We've got, what do we have? We have Ray Fisher. You said, thank you for the real feedback. I appreciate it. Joseph Phillips, what's going on, man? You said, what WWE 2K is this? This is WWE 2K15. My personal favorite year because they covered basically everything from the 80s to like 2000, what was it like at the time, like 14, pretty decently with giving us a good selection. So yeah. What's going on, Brad? What's happening? You said you are correct. The Sony X900F blooming has the Sony X900F has terrible blooming. Unfortunately, it does. I tried it out with multiple variations. I tried it out with the 55-inch, the 49-inch. I tried 2 49s, 3 55s, I think, and all of which had the same blooming consistent. And even in Injustice 2, I hit the pause menu, and the bloom coming out where it tells you, like, select and, like, to go back to the menu, select a new fighter. That bloom on that, like, kind of, like, pause screen was ridiculous. It was so bad, I couldn't even believe that Sony could call that a 9 Series Sony. It was a joke, and it just kind of let me know that Sony's fallen a little bit downslope in 2018 for sure. Hopefully they pick themselves back up in 2019 though. Because truthfully speaking, we don't want any one brand to be a monopoly, you know what I mean? We want all brands to be profitable and be successful, but do it fairly so that consumers aren't taken advantage of. Because when we have monopolies, it doesn't work out for us, you know what I mean? So I truly hope Sony gets their act together. The same way I hope LG finally gets their act together with their full array televisions and stops messing around there too. So that way we can start seeing better TVs as a whole, and everybody wins that way, you know what I mean? That's just my mindset though. We've got more questions coming in. I'm going to try to answer all of them correctly. We've got a lot of questions coming in. We've got Militant Rebel. What's up? You said, hey boss, X900F or Q7F 65-inch? I'd go with the Q7F. What's going on, Jose? You said, how are you, Quantum? I'm doing quite well, man. What's going on, RL Car? What's going on? We've got Chronosify. You said it's supposed to be Chronos. I hope I'm saying it right. I hope I'm not messing up too much. Chronos. Sorry about that. I don't mean to butcher your name. I apologize. We've got Extreme Man 85. You said, is the Samsung Q8FN good for any usage like cable, gaming, and movies? It's knocking it out of the park in all three categories, man. I've had this thing now, I think, for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. I think maybe a little longer. I'm not sure. I think 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't really exactly added it up, but I'm telling you, man, everything I run on this thing is just a dream come true for my television watching habits. Like, and I watch, like, just so you know, like, I watch like 480p anime. Like, I love watching anime films and like classic stuff like that. Like old classic movies on DVD, like The Terminal. I don't know if we have any Terminal fans. I love that movie. I mean, come on. Eat to Bite. Come on. Who doesn't like Eat to Bite? Come on. That's a great movie. But I'll digress from that. Either way, I watch a lot of older stuff. I grew up in the age of DVDs, you know. Well, I shouldn't say grew up, because I was growing up. Kinda-ish, I don't know. I'm still a younger person, so I'm not, you know, I'm not out of it too much. But, you know, there's no VHSs, but, you know, 480p is definitely a thing in my life, and I love my 480p. I don't want to give it up, so, yeah, you're good with that. And then also over-the-air stuff, I've tested lower resolution over-the-air, finally, on the Samsung, and it looked like 1080p to me, so it's great for that. This is a phenomenal. And the digital clean view, it's not called digital clean view. It's like, yeah, it is. It's called digital clean view. I'm like forgetting the name of it. Digital clean view looks fantastic. It's absolutely wonderful. So, yeah, it's good. Hopefully I was thorough enough and I've answered your question correctly. What's going on, Adrian? You said he keeps it real, which is why I follow him. Keep it up. I appreciate that. You said just got the 900F. Yes, it has blooming, but with biased lighting, looks amazing. Now, that's something I could agree with. If you have biased lighting, especially, like, I always say, like, if you have, like, a LED that suffers from light uniformity issues, it doesn't really matter what the brand is. You could buy an Emerson, a Westinghouse, whatever the case. If you get with more light, you know, turn on an extra light in your home, a lamp, whatever, get some more light, and it will greatly change how bad you're seeing that uniformity. Think of it like a retail store. When you're in the retail store, you never ever see any of those clouding issues, hardly ever, and it's really hard to see. It's only when you get it in your home and you kind of get out of the bright store lights that you start noticing all the little flaws. And that's because that bright light creates this like masking effect and hides all that stuff. So that's really my thing there. We've got more questions coming in. We've got Brad. What's going on? You said I tried to buy sliding for yours.
Ouch! He's got him hooked.
Well, which sliding? I'm not sure what sliding is. Stupid dude or stupid Tez. What's going on, man? You said what got you into reviewing TVs and wanted to better the education of us little people? Well, I don't see anybody as little people. I really don't. I'm an everyday person like all of you. I just work, and I so happen to be in the profession of calibrating television. And I figured, you know what? I came home one day from work, and I got really tired of looking at publications like RTings and HGTV Test at the time. This was back in like 2013. And I got really tired of just kind of like watching all of them all the time, like say the same thing over and over again. It's like, you know, and then 2014, they were still saying the same thing, and it just got really old. By 2015, I hit my breaking point, and I was like, these guys don't know what they're talking about. I've already noticed them being kind of dishonest about their job titles. They are reporters. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to start talking about this stuff as an actual professional and let people know the real scoop as I find it out, as I calibrate, as I work in the field, and let you guys know, hey, look, this is what I found, this is what I didn't find, and just lay the facts on the table and let you decide for yourself, because it just started bugging me. So that's why I started doing this. There's no real other reason. Then after that, it started to get to the point where OLED started to be the next big thing that like a lot of people were being misled about. Like burn-in would never happen to anybody. It shouldn't happen with common usage is the big thing every publication was saying. It pissed me off because it is real and I saw it literally every week. And I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to start talking about it. And then you guys connected with me on Facebook and we started showing more of these defects. And then we started seeing it like more and more. Like you guys saw the real world examples. And I appreciate that as well. So, you know, it's just, I always had a passion for AV stuff. And I just wanted to share that with you guys and help as much as I could. So that's really why I do this. Seriously, there's no ulterior motive. As you guys know, I'm just an everyday person. So I hope that answered your question, man. What's going on, Mariano Pampa? What's up, man? You said Quantum, besides TVs, any other things you're excited for this year? Actually, yes. I'm excited to see the ball drop and it be a new year. Bringing in the new year brings in new changes. I'm excited to see what happens, as weird as it sounds, with politics and all that. I'm excited to see how that kind of works its way out. I hope people kind of relax. I hope we finally get laws on social media so that shadow banning stops. I don't think anybody should be banned for having a different opinion. To just say that. That's a big problem today. I think there also needs to be retail bans legislation because you guys see that that's very real too. So hopefully those things change. I'm excited for new cars as well. Cars are getting really sexy this year, you know, like they're putting the new trim on them and they're like doing a lot for vehicles this year too. So it's exciting to see what they do also for like home stuff. Like I like a lot of the like, you know, like the smart plugs and things like that. I think that stuff is so cool. Like you can operate it with your phone and like just turn on your light. I mean, I love the whole smart home thing. I want to see how far they can advance this stuff. Hopefully they don't try to push the self-driving cars too much at CES though. That scares me a little. I can only imagine what it would be like if we have a lot of the cars driving themselves. So it's definitely something I would be very scared of, especially since, I mean, it's driving itself. And I don't know, I'm old school, I guess. There's supposed to be a person in that thing, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little too small-minded, but that's my thing. So yeah, man, that's what I'm excited for. How about you, man? What are you excited for this year? What's going on, Steve? Steven, what's going on? You said need some black/darkroom settings, please. Some black/darkroom settings. I got you covered, bro. Let's see what I got here. I just haven't released them yet for those of you guys out there that are wondering. Let's see. Well, actually, I shouldn't do it over the live stream because you guys might want to refer to it later. So I'll put it up later this week. I do have settings. I've got a lot of them, actually. I know I've got HDR settings. I've got the second variation of game mode that I've yet to post. I've got a new variation on natural mode, HDR plus mode. I mean, like, I've been killing myself with, like, just the amount of settings I've been working on for you guys. I see the requests on Facebook and on the community. Believe me, I'm working real hard on these things. So let's see, we've got Stanley. What's going on, man? You said, what's up, QA? Doing good, man. What's up? You said, do you know about Mass Drop? I don't know what that is. Is that a retailer? You said, are they legit to purchase the Q8 from? I've never heard of them, so I really can't vouch for them, man. Zach, what's going on? You said, what do you think of the Q8FN 55? Just bought it recently to play my Xbox One X. Got any settings for gaming? I actually think my only settings for the Q6 are exclusively gaming. So definitely hop into my playlists. If you guys are looking for settings, usually that's where I'll post that stuff, kind of like after the fact sometimes. But I definitely do post that stuff there, so you should be good to go. In the event that, like, it's not there, which I don't know what would happen, why it wouldn't be there, but sometimes things do get a little weird. Just let me know. I know I do have the Q6 gaming settings up, but some other settings that you guys might request might not be there, so just kind of let me know, and I'll get with you guys in the meantime. Alright, so let's do some more classic matches. Let's find William Regal. He's old, right? He's an older guy. And we've got, let's see. I'm trying to do like a Legends kind of Battle Royale. They don't have many legends in this game, though. I tell you guys, like every live stream, my wife tries to get me to lose my bearing. Well, I just lost it again. She comes into the room, okay? She's like blaring music in the other room, in the living room, and she's like air guitar soloing with an umbrella. And we have a fog machine, so she's got the fog machine going. All this fog comes into the room, and she comes sliding in like rapidly, and just like doing like an air guitar solo. It is, you have to see it to believe it. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. She's got a really good sense of humor, and I'm not very good for live streams. And now our smoke detectors are going off. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Our smoke detectors are going off because she's filled the whole house with the fog from the fog machine. So if you hear beeping in the back, that's what that is. It's the funniest. Oh my god, it's the funniest thing. I'm dying right now.
From Grenoble in the French Alps, weighing 476
She's got the whole place is just going off. It's just, oh my god, I can't even right now. Oh my god, this is too funny. I'm dying. Oh my god, you guys gotta give me a moment to collect myself here. I've never seen that in my life. She comes in with an umbrella, air soloing, and then the smoke detectors go off from the fog machine. Oh my god, that was just the greatest. I gotta get back to answering questions here. I have tears in my eyes, guys. I'm like crying over here. Oh my god. That was just the greatest. I'm leaking. This is hilarious. Okay. Okay. I digress. I've got to get my act together. Huge shout out from Tyler Worthen. What's going on, man? $5 donation. I see you. I appreciate it. He said, still loving my Q8FN. Your settings make it look like it's on steroids. I appreciate it. You said, what soundbar / sound system would you suggest? I appreciate the donation. Sound system wise, I suggest anything with Dolby Atmos is pretty good. It should get your 4K experience up and going. I personally went the route of the Z9F soundbar because it sounded the best to me personally, and that's just kind of what I recommend for soundbars. I know Samsung has one. I haven't really verified Samsung soundbar. I know a lot of people do say that it is good, but I'm not saying it is or isn't. I'm just saying I don't really know one way or the other. So that's, you know, my recommendation there. I say the Z9F is pretty good. Oh man, but that had me dying now. I can't believe it. That was just the funniest thing. Big shout out to Chronosify. I hope I'm saying your name right. You said hashtag creating a bro TV community. I appreciate it. I mean, that's what I try to do here. I try to have fun with you guys, and you know, as you guys see, you guys kind of have kind of a window into my personal life a little bit. You guys hear how my wife is. She's a big clown for the live stream sometimes. It's pretty hilarious. You know, I mean, I still can't believe she got the smoke detectors to go off. It's absolutely hilarious. I had so much fun, man. Had so much fun. Man. All right, so we've got Ice Keelax. What's up? You said, I'm so mad at Sony for their malware updates. I hear you there. We got another question. We got another statement coming in from Stupid Dupit Tez. That name gets me every time. I'm like trying to figure it out. I feel like I'm insulting you when I say your name. It feels bad. What's going on, man? You said I used to call Randy Savage Mr. Slim Jim. Alrighty. Oh man. Funny story about Randy Savage, man. Like every time, like I don't know if she'll actually do it, but sometimes my wife she'll like come in and she'll like, I don't know what she uses. It's like something she uses, like either like eyeliner or whatever, to create like a fake mustache, and she'll like chase me around, like, cause she knows like I have this thing where like, I don't know why, but like if she draws a mustache on her face, it like triggers some sort of weird psychosis in my mind. I'm like, nah, I'm not with that. Like, chill with that noise. And she's like, I'm chasing you with it, and you're gonna give me a kiss. And she'll like chase me around the house, and like, so, you know, and she'll be like, I'm the macho man, Randy Savage. Don't you want a kiss, bro? Like, it's the creepiest thing. So yeah, you mentioning Randy Savage just kind of triggered that mind. It was pretty funny to me, man. Aaron85, what's going on, man? You said, do you have any more videos on the Q9FN? just ordered mine, and I really respect your opinion. I actually don't. I'm fresh out. The videos that I did have came from, what is it? I don't want to butcher the name, so I'm not going to butcher it. I think it's J-Tech. I don't want to mess it up too much, but I think he had, that's where he helped me out with the footage and things of that nature. What's going on, Mariano? You said mass drop is community-driven commerce, electronics, fashion, gaming, tech, etc. If enough people sign up, they sell the product at the supposed cheaper than price. That's cool. I didn't know that. That's pretty good. All right, so we got a message in from Crash. He said, "Hi Quantum, my 930 arrived yesterday. It's made in Malaysia. I live in the United Arab Emirates. Not sure if I got a UC1 or a UC2. I bought it from a Sony verified store." That's not good. I'm just gonna say that's not. I'm to be very honest. That's not good. Anytime you get a television from Sony, it's typically supposed to be made in Mexico because that's where their main hub is. So seeing that that's not the case, I think you might have the international version. And I want you guys to be very careful in general also, not just Clash, but all you guys. When you buy TVs, be very, very careful because I know that there is a big scam going on through, even on Amazon, you're not safe, believe it or not. So check your models. Sometimes I know a lot of people are reporting clouding and uniformity issues that are irregular. It's because you're getting international versions. It's the same thing with cell phones, you know what I mean? Like if you buy a cell phone online, how you have these retailers, they'll scam you and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, no, it's totally this thing, dude. I totally hooked you up. You're good, man." And then it'll be the international version and you'll be like, "Well, what the hell, dude?" So be careful with that, man. I hate to see that happen to you, man, but that's definitely what it seems like happening. So I hate to break the bad news, but yeah, definitely. I hope that gets sorted for sure. What's going on? Aaron85. I already answered that question. I'm getting my comments in late, so just kind of hang in with me real quick.
Look at the Hulkster King. He's still got those 24.
We got Joey. What's going on? You said, "Oh yeah, I feel you, man. Got to do the Macho Man one time." What's going on, Buckshot? You said, "Do you think 3D is dead?" Yes, I think 3D is a dead format. They do have some 3Ds that come out from time to time. I think it failed just simply because it at the time had too much crosstalk, and that really disenchanted a lot of people. And then also the motion sickness associated with the active 3D really killed it. Had they gone passive on a lot of the other televisions, or let's say had they rolled out passive 3D on even stuff now, I think that would have been great. You know what I mean? That didn't happen, so I think that's why 3D died. Skolo Gaming, what's up? You said, "Did he choose a winner yet?" Yes, I did choose a winner. The winner was James Bauman. I seriously hope I'm saying that name right. I need like one of these pronunciation things because I never really know. I think I'm saying it right. But yes, James actually ended up winning. Completely random raffle, so hopefully, you know, in the future. And we also had another winner. I think it was crap. I have to look back. It was a really long name. It was like I can't remember off the top. Something Field. I know it's something Field. I didn't forget about you. I know. You still have to get with me on Facebook so I can give you your digital code for Ant-Man on the Walk. So we did have a runner-up prize as well. So yeah, I did choose the two winners because I felt bad about there only being one. So I did do a secondary one, but yeah, I did end up choosing the winner. Josh, what's going on? You said, "What's up, Quantum? What's happening, man?" You said, "Fixing TV boot up on your KS8000 again for some gaming." You said, "Thinking about upgrading to the Q8 because of my videos." You said, "Hopefully," or you said, "Hope you and your family have an awesome weekend, buddy." I'm having a great weekend. I'm having fun with you guys. I appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. It's pretty cool to see you guys show the support, so thanks, man. So hopefully everything does go good with your KS8000, and if you do upgrade to the Q8, just let me know and I'll help you however I can. What's going on, Jose? You said, "Quantum, do you think that the Q6F is a good choice?" You said you're going to buy one for the Xbox One X, and you want to have the best experience. Mostly the price drives your decision, and the Q8 doesn't exist in your country. I think the Q6 is a good choice. I do. I think you're going to have to get to more lighting because it does have a problem with some flash lighting here and there on occasion. So just be mindful it is an edge-lit, but ultimately, yes, it is a good television. Keith Kadar, what's going on, man? You said, hey, Quantum, I have a 55-inch MU 8000 with no issues. You were saying, but was wondering if I should do the firmware update. I wouldn't do it. I would just stay the way I am. I think if you have no issues now, you're better off just leaving it as it is. What's going on, Techno Dad? What's happening? Techno Dad says, oh snap, did I win? Unfortunately, I did end up picking a different winner, man. Unfortunately, these things aren't guaranteed, but I do thank you for showing up, for sure. Techno Dad says, LOL, what's up, everyone? I think I'm doing good. I hope everybody will show Techno Dad some love as well. What's going on, Ray Fisher? You said, not an R Italian, but I would really call Cleveland Plasma and speak to them. I'm having a hard time understanding that one. Let's show this one. You said Chevy made 1978. What's going on, man? You said I need you to calibrate my Q8FN. Appreciate what you do. Unfortunately, I never mix YouTube with actual work. That gets a little hectic, if you can imagine, and exposing a lot of the industry professionals, and especially talking about controversial topics like OLED versus LED. I do tend to get a lot of people that don't approve of that too much. So I try to stay away from mixing things up too much. So I do appreciate it though, for sure. So let's see what we got coming in now. The lag on this sometimes does get a little much, so if I'm not answering your questions right away, just hang in there. What's going on, Crash? You said Cinemotion option is called Film Motion on my TV. Which TV is it? Did they change it? Is it like the Sony X930, like with the new Oreo update, or what's the deal? I'm not entirely sure. Ice Cold Keelex, I hope I said that right. You said, hope I win the Q8FN, but I'm considering the 55-inch P-Series Vizio. Gotcha. My thoughts are the Vizio P-Series is a good TV, but just make sure you have a warranty to be careful because there are some issues from time to time. Chronosify, I hope I'm saying that right. You said James Bauman, gotta make that TV work for him. QA has got me hardcore into the Q plus. I feel you, man.
Introducing the participants first. From Charlotte, North Carolina.
ODB Legion, what's going on, man? You said what other hobbies you get into? Honestly, hobbies, I don't really have much. Just spending time with the family, working like an animal, like working very, very hard. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, those are my hobbies. I don't really have a lot. Kind of a boring guy when I think about it. I'm a workaholic. These are problems. I need help. Maybe you guys can be like my AA group. I'll be like, you know, I'm Quantum. Hi, Quantum. You know, I don't know. I have a problem. I work too much. Adrian, what's going on? You said if I return the 900F, what would be your suggestion? Q8 is above my range and looking around the 1300 price range. I'm not sure at the moment. I would probably lean towards the 930, even though you could potentially run into some issues with Sony's auto updates and Sony has some problems. You'd probably be better off with the 930. Just saying, that's a pretty good TV. It's 55 inches. It gives you very good picture quality. About in the same ballpark as the QLED, so you're pretty good there. And better in some areas as well, like not vertical banding, color banding and things of that nature, so you'd be good there. We've got Christian PR, what's going on? You said, hey Q8, what's the best UHD Blu-ray player for the Q8 to show full capabilities of the Q8? You said, what do you think of the new Panasonic players, and both with Dolby Vision and HDR Plus? Honestly, I'm trying to wait until this year, to be honest. That's one of the things I'm actually waiting to see at CES is the Blu-ray players, ironically enough, because I know HDR10 Plus is coming apparently this upcoming year. They're supposedly, I won't hold my breath on it, but supposedly they're going to try to release more content on physical form, so we'll see if that actually pans through. But I would wait, because you never want to buy the first generation HDR Plus or HDR Plus, 10 Plus players anyway. First generation devices never really want to mess with those too much. So yeah, that's just my thought there. What's going on, Mariano? You said, hey Quantum, any reason why you're only on Facebook and YouTube? Any reason why you're not in any other social medias? No, not any real particular reason. I mean, I'm on Twitter, but I don't really go on Twitter that much. I just kind of had it set up, and I don't know, I just really didn't use Twitter that much. As far as Facebook, I love the Facebook platform for connecting with people, because a lot of people have heard of it before, a lot of people have it, and you guys can post pictures, and, you know, we can have a lot more fun and connect on a very, very personal level there. So I really like the Facebook a lot. And then, you know, there's also YouTube. I like the YouTube format because, again, I can make videos and post them without a huge limitation and things of that nature. To really help as much as I can, so that always helps. And then also the ability to live stream and all that stuff. So I don't really know of any other platforms that are as big as like Facebook and YouTube. I know there's like Instagram and all that other stuff, but I think that's more for like photographs of like things and people modeling and stuff like that. So I don't get involved in all that stuff. So other than that, no real reason, man. Just, I guess not my cup of tea, I guess. I don't know. What's going on, Judge 99? You said you got me nostalgic with this old school WWF. I hear you, man. Gotta love the old school, man. Just back in the old days when you get a little, I don't know if you guys, have any of you guys done this? I want to know if there's something wrong with me. When I was growing up, get a little cookie pan, you have your friend over, and you guys are just sitting there with a little sheet pan, and you smack each other as if it was a steel chair. Did you guys ever do that? Because we got in all kinds of mayhem. Like, even like, I didn't do it, but a lot of my neighbors got in the whole backyard wrestling thing, jumping off of their roofs on the mattresses and stuff. It was crazy. Like, growing up young in like the era of WWF, it was a bad time for parents and fun for kids. So yeah, definitely feeling nostalgic for real. So we've got Chronosify. You said the QA bro, I need a living room TV, and I want to go. You said I want to go all in. Stupid sizes, right? You said should I compromise my happiness with the blooming on the Q6 or go with the quality of Q8? I wouldn't compromise quality. Look, man, if you've got the ability to go to the Q8, do it. I mean, like, I'm the most picky person I've ever met for TVs, literally. I mean, just, like, crazy picky. And even I have to concede the fact that the Q8 is it. It's legit as hell. So, yeah, you would not need another TV. Now, if for whatever reason you roll any kind of flashlighting, clouding, or any uniformity issue that doesn't look normal, exchange it, because I'm telling you right now, this TV is the real deal. You should not have any real uniformity issues at all. Like, my TV literally is reminiscent of what I was experiencing with OLED in many areas. No, it's not perfectly self-emissive, but it does have a lot of the finer points of like things just getting incredibly deep black and a lot of the brighter scenes. It's incredible. This thing is a beast. I could go on for hours, rather not, but trust me, you're doing yourself the biggest injustice if you could, like, if you had the option, Q6, Q8 all day. And that's not fanboyism, that's not being sponsored, I have to throw that out there again. Not sponsored. I could care less about Samsung, I really could, they don't care about me. I'm just trying to, again, just help you the best I can. That's, trust me, do it. I feel like Shia LaBeouf in this one. Do it! Just live your dreams. You gotta do it, bro. It's amazing. What's going on, Christian PR? What's going on? You said, do you recommend? You said, do you recommend also calibrating the UHD player setting? Yes, calibrating your Blu-ray player is a very vital part of having a 4K experience. Oftentimes HDR is limited by what the television can produce, but having a good Blu-ray player, you can go in and you can make it brighter, you can make it deeper black levels, more colorful to fix how washed it might look on even like entry-level TVs. Blu-ray players are an excellent tool for sure, dedicated Blu-ray players, to getting a better 4K HDR experience for sure, most definitely. I would recommend calibrating it. You said, what do you think of all the calibrations of picture settings on UHD players? I haven't really watched any calibration settings on UHD players, so I couldn't really speak to it so far. We have Stupid Dupid Tez. I still feel like I'm insulting you every time I say that. You said, have a good day / night, everyone. Remember, look on the bright side of the dark side. Stupid Dupid Tez out. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate you showing up today, being a part of the community. I'll see you later, man. We have KJS. I do this every time I mess up your name, I'm sorry. KJS Medic. You said, do you remember the Pioneer Pro 151 FD? To be honest, no, not really. To be honest, I'm really bad with remembering stuff. I kid you not, I even forget some of the features of TVs I own. Like, I'm literally like, I'm like the reverse of an elephant. I don't know what forgets everything, but I tend to forget things a lot, like really bad. So, no, I don't remember almost anything. I mean, I remember my name, but yeah, I don't remember the Pioneer. What's going on, Raphael? What's happening, man? You said, what are your thoughts on the Samsung frame TVs? I think they're good TVs, solid TVs, but I think for the price, I think the Q6 is a better deal for sure. Depending on what variation you go with, the Q7 is definitely going to be better than the frame TV for sure. What's going on, Attitude Era Kid? 408. You said our 4K HDR Blu-ray player enjoyable on the Q8FN. Yes, 4K Blu-ray experiences are enjoyable on the Q8FN. I'll be making a video about the full details on that if I remember. I'm pretty slow with this stuff. I'm not even kidding. I'll probably like right after the live stream fall asleep, forget about it altogether. Like it's crazy. But no, it's pretty legit for sure. It definitely has a lot more color than I thought it would have. And there are ways of pulling out dramatic amounts of depth, and I have to share that with you guys at a later date. So please, if I forget this, remind me, because I probably will forget. You said because they're not as enjoyable on the KS8000 looking to upgrade. Yeah, the KS8000, when it comes to HDR, things are not as enjoyable because it is an early stage HDR television, to be honest. HDR launched in 2015. 2016 was a second generation HDR TV. It was not ready for it. 2018, they figured that stuff out decently enough to make it enjoyable, but not perfect, if that makes sense. Brad Pennington, what's up, man? Or Bradley Pennington, what's up, man? You said you like playing guitar. You said that's a good hobby. I said, yeah, guitar is a great hobby. I'm actually pretty good at it, too. Pretty fantastic. It's a great hobby, but I wouldn't call guitar a hobby. I don't do it enough. I play piano, violin. None of them are hobbies, though. You know what I mean? I dabbled with the drums a little bit, especially double bass pedals. Those were fun to play with, but not hobbies. I'm not really good at it. I don't know. Food for thought, though. Maybe I should start doing that stuff a little more. I don't know. When you work, sometimes you just lose yourself in like your work and it becomes an obsession. Actually, movies are a good hobby of mine. I'm like sitting here analyzing like my hobbies now. I'm like trying to figure it out. Real is back too. What's going on, man? You were telling Super Dupid Tez to have a great one. Alrighty there. We've got Crash. You said it's the 930. You said no blooming. Oh wait, hold on. It's the 930, and no, it's not the new update. By the way, it's blooming on the 930 with subtitles. Is it normal? Yeah, the 930 is. There's a massive panel lottery on the 930, so it is normal, but if you exchange it enough times, you'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like, to kid you not, I went through like maybe, hell, I think we're talking real numbers here, like 8, 930s, like to find a perfect one. I mean, just like trying to exchange them, and no, they were not from Best Band. They were from various different retailers. I'd have to buy one, return, go to a different retailer, and rotate my retailers regularly to like find one that works. But I finally ended up finding one that worked out. So subtitle blooming does still happen, but it is not normal to see an excess of it, if that makes sense. But you do still see a decent amount of blooming on the 930. So yeah, it's not the new update. Okay, gotcha. Your TV was made in December of 2017. Yeah. Wonder why that is. Why some of the 930s were made in 2018, and then others were made in 2017 and still being shipped and processed out. Maybe you got one of the older ones that were still held. Maybe that might be why the uniformity is not so great. More time to be in transit, knocked around a bit by UPS carriers and other carriers alike. So that also does play a role in its uniformity issues as well, how it's handled in transit. ODB Legion, you said, haha, all good, man. I work a lot too. You said, but I know you're a gamer. You're a gamer, that's a hobby. And very true. We have Ray Fisher, you said, sorry, was speak to text. You said, but call Cleveland President. Gotcha. We've got, what's going on, Sam at 84? What's happening, man? You said, what's up, buddy? What's going on, man? We've got ODB Legion. You said, what do you think of the whole 8K 3D glassesless TVs? I believe they said it's 4K while other pixels are used for 3D. I know they've been teasing this for quite a while, actually, like the glassesless 3D. I don't know when they're going to finally get around to releasing it. They had a name for it. I remembered the name a while back. It was like this whole technical name, but I forgot about it. So I'm going to end up wrapping this up real quick. I'm going to go through and answer a lot of the remaining questions. I'm finally getting to wrap it up from the family members. I got my daughter looking at me. I've got my wife poking her head in here. Hey, wrap it up. Come on, we got to go. So I'm going to try to knock out these last couple of questions. So I want to thank anybody who does end up logging off early. You guys are fantastic. Appreciate you all stopping by the giveaway. Having a lot of fun with you guys. Again, for those that want to know, for these high-profile giveaways, if you want to be considered, just participate in the weekly, videos. That's how I put all these names in a cup. I pick all the people I recognize throughout the week, having participated, joined, been a part of the community. Not people like that last minute, like I've never, ever, ever heard of or seen in the comment section, saying, hey man, I love your work, put me in. I'm not going to do that to people like Mariano, Ray Fisher, Tech Me Out, all the people that I see every single week coming to these live streams. I see you guys in the comment section. I'm not going to disrespect them by like putting people in that just show up because they're getting free stuff. So that's something to think about as well for the people still tuned in, or even for the people watching it after the fact as well. Most definitely. So I'm going to try to answer some more questions here. Is the giveaway over yet? Yes, the giveaway is over. James won the giveaway. I don't know if you're still here, James, but just make sure you get with me on Facebook. I'm going to ship that Q8 out to you tomorrow morning. So we'll just talk about the details. It's very important for me to ship that out, that you do get with me. So just let me know if you're still here. Tech Me Out. What you said, how do you feel about soundbars and generally, especially Bose? I think Bose is a good brand. I don't think their soundbars are very good at all. I think they jip out on their soundbars to make sure that they give you their better experience on their larger, expensive speakers. So, but I love my Z9F soundbar. And believe it or not, it wasn't even me that made the purchase of the Z9F soundbar. My wife heard the Bose. That I was sold on the Bose for a second. I was like, oh, the Bose sounds great. But then she was like, are you kidding me? Listen to this. And she heard like the Dolby Atmos on the Z9F. She's like, we're getting that. And it was just like she pulled the trigger on it, and I was like, all right, you want it, we're getting it. So it was crazy. It was cool. So most definitely. That's what I went with. That's what she went with. We loved it, and I still love it. It's still an amazing sound system. That's what I usually recommend. So, Cornos5, what's going on? You said, love the answer, my man. You said, I will save up for the Q8 82-inch because at some point, the girl will realize it's worth it. Thanks for answering. Anytime, man. Anytime. Thank you for stopping by and, you know, being a part of this whole live stream. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are fantastic. Chef Diesel 85, I hope I said that right. You said, are the missing motion features on the Samsung 49-inch QLEDs deal breaker? It depends what Samsung you're talking about. I mean, the 49-inch Q6, no. I don't think that's a deal breaker at all. I think it's still a great TV. If it was between the 55 Q6 that has a better motion or the 49-inch, you'd be fine with the 49-inch. I mean, it's not bad. And actually, I found Samsung's motion to take an uptick in performance when they actually have a 60 hertz native and then go up to 120 because it's that less of the soap opera effect. And for whatever reason, it does magic for my eyes and magic for soap opera. So it shouldn't be a problem at all. That and because content isn't rendered at 120 hertz. So, you know, for me, I don't know why like companies still keep trying to push it on us. Like, hey, look, check this out. Like we're at 120 hertz. It's like, not until we get HDMI 2.1 will that be a valid argument. And then even still, we've got a long way before that's seen in Blu-ray content, especially 4Ks, on a normal basis for sure. So no, I don't think it's a deal breaker. What's going on, Juan? You said, sorry, I was at work. Do we have a winner? We have a winner. The winner is James. Antonio, you said, love my Q8. Looks great. We've got VP Relator. What's going on? You said, could you advise HDMI cable? I think anything, as long as it's not the cheapest one possible, would work. We've got just too false for, I can't really read that too much, but what's going on? You said, can I win, please? What's we got to do? Just be a part of the community, week in, week out, participate. Your name goes into a pool, spin it around in a cup at random, pull out a name, and that's how we find our winners. So just make sure you're participating, and eventually you'll definitely win something here. I mean, your odds are pretty good. So that's pretty much it. Teddy Holiday, what's going on? You said a person earlier asked about the Vizio. I exchanged my Q6. You said for one, and I regretted it. My Key 55 has really weird flashlighting and banding. I returned it, and now I don't know what to do. I would just go back to the Q6. We've got store 5203. You said go Mark Henry. I hear you, man. Mario Onopampa, what's going on, man? You said, do you wall mount TVs? I don't actually wall mount TVs regularly, but sometimes, depending, I do it only if the mount is already installed. Only because I don't want to be liable for having screwed in at the drywall and they didn't check their studs and make sure they're back there and all that stuff. I usually require it already be hooked up there first before, you know, you place it on the wall. But that's only in like very rare situations. I'm usually just the guy that comes out and calibrates, not the whole installation and setup thing. I'm not like a home theater installer, just like a, you know, hey, you call me out, I'll perform the service, good to go. But for elderly couples that are having some issues and they have like a bad run of luck with Best Buy guys, or correction, Best Band guys, I'll go ahead and help them out for sure. But typically not really, no. What's going on, Fred P? You said upgrading from the MU8000. I have 1800 to get another 65-inch. What would be the major upgrade from that? The Q6 would be the next major upgrade for sure from that, for movies and things of that nature. And then from there, the Q7 and so on and so forth for sure. Picked up a B7 65-inch at Costco's, $14.99. I plan to use it for 2 months and 3 weeks. Well, and take it back. That's so funny. What's going on, Ryan the Professional? What's happening, man? Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you, man. I'm getting a lot of these messages super late, so bear with me, guys. Samuth84, what's going on? You said, good to see the stream going. Good day for me. Just became a U.S. citizen, so I'm pretty happy today. Well, there you go. Welcome to the United States. Congratulations. We've got Magnus5598. Thank you for your videos. I appreciate it. Super helpful. Thank you very much. Astro Fields Prods. That's the name. I couldn't remember your name. Make sure you get with me on Facebook so I can give you the digital code for Ant-Man and the Wasp. You said after Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales, do you think we will see any more prices after Christmas and Super Bowl? I think towards Super Bowl, you'll see the most dramatic price cut. And then after the Super Bowl, you won't see it again until about, I think, March, when they really start getting serious about lowering prices to bring in the next wave of TVs. The Real is Back 2 said, have a good weekend. Q8, thank you. You have a great weekend. Super Bowl sales for sure. All right. James says, I'm still here. I appreciate that. We've got Bradley. What's going on, man? You said, I'm a drummer. Absolutely love the drums. The drums are dope. You said it's super great knowing that you play the piano and violin too. I love those instruments also. My first time for the live stream, it was it was much fun. Take care. I appreciate you coming out, man. Thanks for showing up. I had a lot of fun with you too. Man, you got to start recording some of those drum tracks. I'd love to hear what you do, man. So yeah, thank you for stopping by for sure. James says, called my dad and told him. I'm glad to see you're very excited. So definitely make sure you get me on Facebook. Again, big congratulations to you, James. We've got, what's going on, Mayday? What's happening, man? You said sub QA, what's going on? We've got Phantom Starlight, what's happening? You said like me, who never bothered to log in. We've got another comment from Just2. You said I'm at work watching, hope I win. We've got a big shout out to Ryan the Professional. Thank you for your donation of $2, man. You said this game is so broken, LOL. You're not kidding, man. This game is a glitchy mess. 2K just cannot get their act together when it comes to video games. They really do not know what they're doing. But it's great to see you stop by, man. I appreciate it. I see you still have a lot of trolls coming through your channel. All these, you know, corporate slaves. I hear you, man. It's real out there for sure, so I appreciate you stopping by, man. I love what you do. Yeah, so we're gonna keep going through some of these questions here as we continue to wrap up here. We've got ODB Legion. You said, okay, last question about motion. I get some artifacting on my 900E when full motion smoothing. Is it that bad on the Q8? No, motion artifacting isn't bad at all on the Q8FN. I actually haven't really noticed much at all, to be quite honest with you. So definitely food for thought, but it definitely is there. It's not perfect, so but it's not as bad as the 900E in some areas. I know because it does get really, really smooth. They support motion flow 960 versus 240, so obviously less soap opera effect, less artifacting for sure. Because of the black frames and the artificial frames being inserted in between each individual frame on Sony, does tend to create a little bit more artifacting for sure. The Store 5203, the Ultimate Warrior. Damn right, gotta love it. We've got Just2. You said, how do I donate? We have in the chat to your on the bottom to the right, there's a $sign, and you can select the dollar amount you'd like to donate if you so choose to. It would be absolutely awesome. I appreciate it for sure. We've got James Bauman. You're helping them out with that. Okay, we've got Timothy Edwards. You said, just a heads up. I want you to know I bought the 930E and put in your perfect settings, and it's beautiful. Thanks for what you do. I'm so grateful and glad that you shared that feedback with me. I'm glad to be able to help out, and you enjoyed my settings. Thank you so much. We've got Crash. You said, don't feel like taking back the TV, by the way. Did you notice turning smooth gradations and noise reductions off make motion just a little better? I actually have noticed that, yes. For whatever reason, turning off that stuff definitely does make motion better. So I'm glad you're not the... I'm glad I'm not the only person to notice that, because every time I try to mention it to some people, they look at me like I'm a unicorn. So thank you for backing up my hypothesis here. James says, wish I could five more for real. Wish I could 5 more? I don't get it. What do you mean? Darius Smith, you said, hey Q, nice job, bro. We've got Juan, what's going on? You said, any chances HDMI 2.1 to be released on CES 2019? Probably not likely at all. You said, and if they invited you to CES, would you go? Only if they did a full trip for my entire family and kept us very comfortably for the entire duration would I even consider going. But otherwise, probably not just me, no, because I'm not going to leave my family behind. I'm just not like that. So, yeah, that's that. But I do have some pretty good friends that do go to CES, and they do relay a lot of stuff, and a lot of coworkers that end up going to CES because they live out there in these cities that do CES, so I usually get the scoop anyway and kind of let you guys know as I know. Sir Duckman26, what's going on? Great content as always. I appreciate it. Tech me out. You said, how did you get started as a calibrator? That is a very long story for next time. I don't have the time here. I am wrapping up here, but essentially just wanted to get into it. Got tired of paying people to do this. You know, for me, I started off as a professional photographer, learning about, you know, prints. When you do a lot of photo prints and stuff like that, you learn a lot of color theory and a lot of, you know, stuff like that, and then you get into videography, and then from videography you learn about 3D LUTs and things like that, and then from there you start rolling into professional calibrations of your displays for your prints and your pictures and all that stuff, and from professional calibrations of your monitors, then you start working into your televisions, and then from there you turn it into a business and you become very successful. That is the Quantum Apotheosis story. And moving on to the next question here, we've got Mariano Pampa. We've got, hey Quantum, I forgot to mention, thanks for your video on Best Buy. Besides Amazon and third parties, where else do you recommend buying TVs from? I think Walmart.com is pretty solid for sure, but be careful because they do have a clause in there where, like, if you return too much, it could be left up to your individual store. So if you know you have a douchey store, be very careful because it is left up to the general manager's discretion at a certain point. So just be mindful of that. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad to have helped you out with the video on Best Buy for sure. Judge99 says, do you think the Q8 is better than the Q9 in terms of uniformity? The DSC is kind of bothersome when watching sports. I mean, I haven't had any issues on my Q8FN, but I am seeing a lot of complaints about the Q9 lately. So I'm going to say, yeah, probably the DSC is a lot worse than the Q9 because I haven't had any issues on mine. Excuse me here. We've got Timothy Edwards. You said got the 930E at Best Buy open box special for $940. That's great. Sam-F84 says congrats James. We've got Sapphirus Maximus. You said looking forward to purchasing my first 4K TV. Looking at the Q9. Was wondering how do you test vertical banding or DSE? Typically you want fast panning motions of usually like the sky. Get your camera, if you have like even your cell phone, record you going across like a daytime sky, and then you can see like just slow pan across it and then fast pan across it, and you can create your own kind of like DSE and vertical banding test, and it will be the easiest thing. But typically when you're panning across things like skies, that's where you'll see the most amount of vertical banding. So try that out, and you should be good to go. There should be stuff like that on YouTube already, if I'm not mistaken. You said, and how do I know if I got a good panel or not? On my Facebook channel here, on the Facebook page, I've got LED tests, LED uniformity tests or something like that album. Go in and check those pictures, download those pictures, and then put them on your phone, and then screen mirror it to a television to try to see any uniformity issues. That's how you check for a lot of the clouding and black levels, and for uniformity issues as far as like dirty screen effect, you get gray screen, 100% gray screen, and then get a white screen as well, and that should help you out a ton with checking a lot of these issues. That's again the basic way of doing it, the free way of doing it, but it could be a little inconvenient, but it does help a lot. James says, thanks Samuth, it's still hitting me. And then you go, check me out. You said, thanks for your channel. I love it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sonny Vang, what's going on, man? You said, yeah. We have Kyle, what's going on? You said, I've been gaming on my new 4K TV with my regular PS4. You said, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't look as good as I originally thought it was. Will I see a big improvement upgrading to the PS4 Pro? Depending on the game, like those PS4 Pro enhanced games, yeah, you're going to see a serious improvement for sure. Regular games, not so much for sure. What's going on, Crash? You said the reality creation feature is amazing. Yes, it is. It looks absolutely incredible on the 930. It is an absolute beast on that TV for sure. Still love it to this day. You said, we have Christian, you said thanks for all your work and info, QA, thanks and good night. Please do more videos on the Q8, will do. You said yes, PS4 Pro is awesome, appreciate it. Judge99, you said watching hockey is great, it's a great way of testing DSC, so thanks for helping out with that. At this time, I'm going to wrap up the live stream. I want to thank you all so much for stopping by and participating. Hey, we're going to do more of these giveaways, so again, just a special, note to you guys. If you guys want to win, you guys want to be a part of it, just make sure we're participating on a regular basis. Show the love, and I show the love back, you know what I mean? With that, I want to thank you all so much. You guys have a blessed night and a good evening, and until the next live stream and next video, I'll see you guys later.